On December 23rd at 5:38 of the F.U.N. Commission. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Eliza Dieter.
Asana?
Oh, sorry. Asana Jackson.
Okay.
Leslie Ellison, CI.
Mary Brenner Heinz?
Michelle McDonald.
Carlos Jackson.
Okay. So our agenda, I believe, I can't see it on here, but I believe our agenda is, here, viewing and voting for holiday decorating winners. So that's our agenda. So if there's any public comments on the agenda items, I see no one. No amendments to the agenda.
Quick question, can we make an amendment to the agenda very
Go ahead.
quickly to
Do whatever
cover?
you want.
Okay.
Let's make it last all day.
No. This is important, Mary.
Okay, Michelle.
Quick question on the marketing. Eliza and I have been in touch on that. We wanted clarification to see, we did vote for up to $1,100 that we can spend. Eliza does have that information. We just wanted to double check with you all because the 31st of December is rapidly approaching, so we need to get that in, but we want to make sure that everyone's good with what has been ordered, or what we
Yeah, we haven't ordered
press.
anything yet.
Yeah, you put on email?
I emailed
Did you do
everybody.
everybody? Okay, so
Everyone
everybody
has the
should
email.
check the email.
It was stickers, cups with lids and straws, green straws without of our logo, totes, and Michelle had a great idea of doing custom cookie cutters with our logo.
With our logo for maybe a cookie decorating contest moving forward
Love it.
to discuss in January, but if you'd be okay with us getting the cookie cutters now, we could use those for other events as well.
We can use them. Yeah, we got a goodly budget for next year, so, goodly large. So, we'll see how we can spend that too, but this is, waste not, want not, Okay, so that sounds good. Do we have to vote to put that on the agenda, or?
I think we already voted.
Well, we voted to spend the money, but we didn't vote.
We approved to spend the money last
But
meeting.
we didn't.
We just wanted to
this little
update you on what we
conversation.
had
So,
talked
okay,
about.
so we'll keep this probably as comments at the end, okay? So consent agenda, we do not have the minutes.
I would also say you might want to amend item 6 to be before business, just so that other non-public comment on non-agenda.
Okay. Yeah, last time we did that way, and that's just because I made a mistake. But if we want to do public comments for non-agenda, we can do that, and I don't see anybody for that here. So seeing none,
We have to
no.
vote to amend that? Okay, so I vote to amend that.
I second it.
Okay. Voice vote, all in favor say
Aye.
aye. All opposed say nay. Okay, so that passed, so then we did that. Okay, so now we are on business. Because we don't, for consent agenda, do we have to vote to pass that on to the next meeting? The January meeting to vote for the minutes, because we don't have the minutes. Kathy has the minutes. Yeah, but what about the meetings from the last minute that we would approve should have approved at this meeting?
Well, yeah, that one, the one that should be here.
Okay. Okay, so do we have to vote on that, or is that just,
Vote to
It won't
table,
hurt.
I guess.
let's vote on everything, and then we voted. Can't hurt.
Yeah.
So we
vote-
make,
Vote to table the approval of the minutes.
To next
till
meeting.
Next,
till
second.
the next
The January.
meeting, January
Right.
meeting. Second, Carlos
I
second?
second it.
Okay, okay, everyone in favor of moving the agenda to, voting to January meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Everyone opposed? No? Okay, so that passed too. So we got that one. Okay, so now our business is to view. So do we have any, should we do the commissioner comments, or should we wait until we're ready to close the meeting?
I think it's okay if you wanted to say that we'll move the rest of the meeting to the bus for the
Okay.
viewing, and we'll have comments on the bus and adjourn from the bus.
Okay, so that will be audio up until, after we do this. Okay, so do we have to make a motion for that?
I motion that we move the meeting to the bus,
Okay,
and we close out the meeting on the bus.
okay.
Second that.
To bus. Michelle, second. Okay. Everyone in favor of moving the meeting to the bus and voting and continuing the meeting on the bus, say aye.
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 Everyone opposed, say no. Okay, that's passed. So, I guess we are on our way to the bus.
And one comment? Getting that map put together for us today so that our fearless staff liaison, Brian, can now guide us dashing through the night to look at the house. Had to do it. I just had to.
You could have done that on the bus. Okay, let's move.
Good evening. Welcome to the Village of Villa Park Local Liquor Commission meeting. Let's start with a roll call. Tom King,
Present.
Danielle Weiss is not here, President Patrick is not here, Zach Wagner,
Present.
and I am here. First item on the agenda is public comments on agenda items. Seeing none, I'll move on to public comments on non-agenda items. Yes?
We're here requesting information
Okay,
on the liquor license.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know where you want that for.
Up there would be best.
You want me to just,
Yeah, with the microphones. That's why.
I'm basically here for this evening.
Okay.
Very good.
Can you state your name and,
Sure. John Lecht, Midwest Electronics. I'm here with Motel 6. We're looking for more information on adding a liquor license, beer and wine, to just further accommodate guests as well as gaming. So we're just here for more information on how to request that.
well, you would need to have a formal presentation with us,
Okay?
and we would make our recommendation to both President Patrick and the village board.
Okay?
They would do with that recommendation what they chose.
Sure.
We would just need to have a specific date that you were gonna do that, so we could put you on our agenda.
Okay. We brought a business plan as well as like the
Sure.
look. Is that something that we could present to you guys today?
You can,
Or like
yes.
bring forward to you guys? Oh, sorry.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do we need to amend our agenda for this, or no?
I'm sorry?
Do we need to amend our agenda for this?
No, 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 this is still public comments, he's just submitting it for us to take a look at.
Okay.
So, okay.
And so, yeah, I guess,
Our next meeting is the fourth Tuesday of January.
okay.
I think you talked to Julie Settles.
I did, right, yep, exactly.
Okay, let her know if you intend to come to that meeting ahead of time, and she can put you on the agenda,
Perfect.
and we'll just go at it that way.
Cool. And this is the start, and then
Yeah.
we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
the
sounds
fourth,
good.
the fourth Tuesday of January would be January 27th.
27th,
27th,
yeah.
Same place.
Yes.
As far as we know, yeah.
We're hoping to be back at Village Hall by then, but it could be here. Yeah, but the agenda will be on the village website, so you can look at the village website.
With the location.
And see, it'll say where the location will be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I found it even today.
And if you have any, if you're not sure, just ask Julie, she'll know.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi, Marianne from Mortadelli. I am here to discuss an application for a full pour license. I was told by Kevin Patrick that I needed to attend the Liquor Commission meeting. So I guess I'm kind of just thrown in the dust by this because prior to this, we just went in front of the board, and that's how we kind of applied for our liquor license previously. So I think there's new steps now, so I just need to be instructed on what to do. As far as I know, I do have an email from Kevin that stated I needed to be here today to come in front of you guys. So if there's something further from here, I guess I would need to be instructed on what I need to do going for a full pour for our restaurant, for a full pour.
Okay. Same suggestion. I would talk with Julie and get yourself on the agenda.
So I did ask to be put on the agenda. What I was told from a few different people was I needed 2 trustees to
No, not the
Come
village
forward.
board, our agenda.
be put on your agenda.
Correct.
So in this email, it just says to attend the meeting.
Okay.
I mean, from Kevin,
we-
it said, if you'd like to discuss an application for a full pour liquor license, you will need to attend a meeting for the Villa Park Local Liquor Commission before it goes to the village board. So I'm just looking to get in front of the board.
We have to do our recommendation first before the
Okay.
village board will entertain it. In order for us to conduct a discussion and render a recommendation, we need to have it on an agenda.
So I feel like then that email should have said that I needed to be put on an agenda. To get put on an agenda, what do I need to do?
Talk with Julie over at Village Hall.
I talk to her all the time.
Okay, just let her know which meeting, upcoming meeting you plan to attend, and ask her to put you on the agenda. and we'll get it
So
done.
my question would be then, why would I be instructed to come to this meeting if that's what I needed to do, right?
I can't answer that.
So I have the email here from Kevin, if you can maybe just, and I think I copied everybody on it, but I just feel like, why waste time? Like, let's get me on the agenda so we can start, like, bringing some more revenue into our town, right? Like, that's all I'm saying. So today then was no reason for me to be here because I should have been instructed to be put in front of Julie so that she can put me on the agenda in
Well,
front of.
you just
the
need to be
Liquor
on the
Commission.
agenda for us to actually make the.
And that's what I
rec-
asked originally, and
I
Kevin
mean, I'm
just said.
sorry, I would love to listen to you tonight, but because it's not on the agenda, we cannot take a vote.
So I'm just
take a
saying,
vote
going
on it and
forward,
make a
I think that
recommendation.
everybody should be instructed when they ask to be put on, before it was put on the agenda in front of the village trustees.
Right.
Now it's in front of the liquor commission, which that's fine,
Mm-hmm.
but I should have been instructed, get on the agenda in
Right.
front of the liquor commission, and then from the liquor commission, you would be put on the agenda in front of the board. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so today, I just wasted a couple more weeks being set back by coming here for no reason, because
I-
Julie, not Julie, because Julie wasn't involved, but Kevin should have instructed me to just come in front of, get put on in front of the liquor commission on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you need to be put on the liquor commission agenda first.
Right.
And then you can get possibly passed to the board,
Right.
right?
Can I make a motion to put Ms. DeLulio on the January 27th agenda?
Oh, we can do that, yeah.
Thank you so
Would
much.
you
I
like that?
appreciate that,
Something that
Mr.
way.
King.
Okay.
So when would that be, on the
So-
27th?
7th.
And then on January 27th, and then I also, I have not seen the application for Mortadelli, so.
So I don't even know
would-
that there was an
I-
application I have to fill out. That's where I'm at in a loss.
She's got her current license.
But she's reapplying for a full pour plus gaming license.
No, I
already
have
got
gaming.
gaming.
She's applying
She's
for.
applying for a license change.
Okay, so is there an application or some kind of form that we should review for that?
I can get you the original application and information for the original license.
I was gonna say, it should be, I would
It's on
assume.
file, yeah.
Right, on
Okay.
file.
She's already submitted the application and all that as part of her existing license.
Okay, so then what I would say is this commission should review that material before January 27th so that
Right.
we can get.
Yeah, I can email that
Mrs.
to you.
We can get Ms. DeLulio on the agenda for January
Absolutely.
27th and then make a recommendation to the village board to, for her license.
And then ensure they're on the agenda as of right now then for next meeting? In other words, we
Yeah.
make a recommendation to that now? Okay.
I'll make sure you're on our next meeting.
Okay.
Which is on the 27th.
27th,
Mayor.
yes.
So I need to wait a whole nother month before I can be put on and to go, and just in front of the liquor commission, correct?
Just us.
And then it's gonna
And then it
take
goes-
another meeting for me to go in front of the board, right?
board.
I just wanna
Well,
make
yeah,
sure I
but the board,
understand.
the village board can put you on their following meeting 2 weeks later, so.
Right, but it's still delayed another, let's say, like 3 months, right? Like, it's revenue we're all missing out on, and business. That's all I'm saying. Like, and Tom, I appreciate you, like, trying to speed it up, but I just think that this meeting right here was kind of pointless, because if I was told that I needed to be, it just, it's a lot of confusion, right? Do you guys not understand? like, where I'm
I
going?
understand,
No, I
I
understand,
understand
yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to like build our business. At this point, I want to keep Mortadelli in our town. We're bringing revenue in, and we bring people from all other communities. We have a full restaurant. I have a beer and wine. I have gaming. I'm not asking for any of that. I just want a full pour because I have so many patrons that come in and they want to have a cocktail. So that's all I'm trying to do. I don't, anything above and beyond that, like, I keep our town clean. I bring people in. I just want to be able to move forward for all of us. Let's all like feed on each other.
So, another thing we could do is we could schedule a special meeting in early January. I know we're coming up on the holidays, a lot of folks are not available, but after the holidays, we could schedule a special meeting to move this along. Like I said, we haven't reviewed the materials yet, and so we really can't make a recommendation, but I understand the issue of waiting the full month. Maybe we can schedule a special meeting early January. Is that a
I would
possibility?
highly appreciate it.
Well, I can absolutely talk with President Patrick about that and see what he wants to do,
Okay.
and see if we can get all the information together in time that we have an opportunity to review it beforehand.
Because I'm sure you guys know that January, February, March, they're hard months for a restaurant business. You know, it's hard. Even right now, we're not a big restaurant, so you go to Maggiano's, they're having big Christmas parties. We're not in that realm right now, so we're hurting right now. I mean, you can look at our numbers. It's not easy. So if we had a full pour, I can guarantee you, we're gonna pack our restaurant and we're gonna pack our bar, and it's only gonna help all of us in this community. So that's all I'm trying to do. And I'm just also like reiterating on the feedback from all of our customers. And I'm sure if you come to Mortadelli, you would know that. Like, that's all we're trying to do. We just want to better our community. We're bringing in people from Elmhurst, Hinsdale, all over the place. Like, let's just keep this revenue flowing. We need it. Villa Park needs it, and they love it. So, I mean, I don't want to bring in a whole bunch of people. It's unnecessary. Like, we all know what's going on. Like, let's just feed and move forward. Like, I support all small businesses around us, and let's feed off each other. I just think it's only going to help us, all of us. So if you can get us on earlier, I appreciate it, Tom. So just let me know, send me an email, whatever it is.
Okay.
Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Would you need an application from us before the next meeting as well?
Yeah,
We just have like a business, like the preliminary.
yeah, make sure before you leave, make sure I have contact information for you.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. All right, any other comments on non-agenda items? Seeing none. Approving the minutes from the November 25th meeting.
I would motion to approve them.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? All right, that passes. Anybody have amendments to the agenda?
No.
Hearing none. Item 6, discussion of monthly reports. I believe I've sent those to both of you.
Did.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments regarding the reports?
No?
I do not.
Okay. Moving on to number 7, which is 7A, which is recommendation to amend Section 3-313 of the Village Code, Section 14, and award the following liquor licenses. Lunar Brewing Company is going to reduce their license from a AA to a quad A. Captain's Room is doing the same thing. More Brewing as well. Curling Club has an A license, they're going to a quad A. Tribute has an A license going to a quad A. Euros Express has a triple E going to a double E. Chuck E. Cheese is going from a double E to a quad E. Highview from a double E to a quad E. Simon's from an I to a quad E. Morisco's Miramar from an I to a quad E. Allegra Banquets is going from an I to a quad L. El Barrio is reducing from an I to a quad E. 5 O'Clock Bar and Grill is going from an I to a quad A. And Epic Hall is going from an L to a quad L. And just to be clear, with the exception of Euros Express, all of those are moving on to a non-gaming license. The exception being Euros Express, who is moving from a full pour to a beer and wine only. What I would ask for is a Motion to approve the recommendation and submit it to the village board.
Do we approve it just as a whole?
Just yes.
If,
This-
assuming
yes.
no alterations once we get our second? Okay.
Correct.
Very good. Well, then I would make the motion that we put forward as recommended the previously read list of changes to existing licenses.
I'll second that motion.
All right. Any discussion?
So the only, I just want to make sure I understand. So all of the others, so the only one that is essentially full port of beer and wine, the others are reducing gaming out?
Correct.
Is the idea?
They're
Okay.
moving to a license that does not permit gaming.
Very good. Then I have
Any other
no-
comments?
Can I just leave this with you guys? It's my information there for Motel 6, I believe, and then Mortadelli. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay. I have no more to offer.
Tom, anything?
I'm good.
All right. Let's take a roll call vote. Commissioner King,
Aye.
Commissioner Wagner.
Aye.
And I vote aye. So this will be passed on, this recommendation will be passed on to the village board.
Okay.
And I believe it's going to be on their Monday agenda.
Well, okay.
So,
So it'll be done prior to the new year? These will take effect?
yes,
They will? Great.
yeah. It has to because
Right.
they have to have a
They have to have it,
license
right.
to be in operation.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we waiting, now I know this is a separate thing, but it's tangential. Are we waiting on businesses who've yet to submit applications for renewal?
We
Is that
are,
what
we
this-
are in fact waiting on a handful that have
we
not
know-
renewed as of yet.
Do we understand why? Is it just,
No.
okay.
I know they've been I'm sorry?
I think financially might be a big part of it.
I don't,
No, I'm just saying, like, just by talking by other people in our town, I'm just speaking out loud, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just saying, like, I think that's part of it, because some people aren't making it with the license that they have, so downgrading might be the option for
Yep.
them, right? So,
right.
nothing like bad or good, I'm just saying, like, I think that's just kind of where it's at. Just from talking to people who've stopped into the deli and stuff, so, I don't know, I mean, honestly, I'm just trying to make it so that we could all benefit in our town, you know?
I understand, but I have to ask you not to speak anymore. This
I'm
is,
sorry, so
I'm,
I
it's,
just wanted to leave that with you guys, and
Very good.
thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to wait till after the meeting and talk to us, that's fine independently, but we can't.
no, I don't wanna, like, I think we're good. Like,
Okay,
I left
all right.
the information. Thank you, I appreciate
Yep.
you guys.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Okay, so those are just the ones we're waiting on, so there's,
Yeah, there's a handful that have
6.
not completed it yet,
Okay.
and I don't know why. In fact, I don't believe any of them have gaming.
yeah, I was gonna say, as I look at this list, none of them, as
In
I
fact,
can
we even
recall,
have,
so.
we even have a liquor store in there, so
Yeah. Right, so in other words,
it might just be that
the adjustments, it might be they just haven't
somebody might have
applied
been out,
yet.
the person who
Right.
who takes care of that's out of town, we don't
Right.
know.
Okay,
I know they've been contacted
that was my biggest
multiple
concern.
occasions,
Good.
and still will be again, so,
Very good.
and we'll go from there. And they may just be waiting till the end of the year,
Okay.
so. Okay, moving on to B, which is discussion of signage for liquor establishments. I don't have anything terribly new on this, except the Community Development Department has gone around and reviewed all of the properties. They're calculating who's over space on signage,
Okay.
and they will be sending out non-compliance letters in the coming weeks.
So those would just be notifications that something needs to change, but not necessarily fines attached?
You know, it's up to them how they handle it. They could either send them a letter saying, hey, you're not in compliance, you need to fix it by this date.
Okay.
Or they could just write them a ticket.
Okay.
It's up to them.
My personal preference would be they give them a warning first.
Yeah,
Right.
I wouldn't slap them with a fine because they may not be aware of the ordinance. I wasn't aware of the ordinance.
right.
So, my recommendation would be that we would issue a warning letter first and give them a deadline to fix it, and then they can impose a fine if they're still not in compliance.
Right. Well, I do know a couple had been spoken to in the past and have not remedied the situation.
Okay.
So if I was going to speculate, I would say they would be the ones that would get tickets potentially, and the ones that haven't had notification,
That have had previous, yeah,
they'll get a letter
infractions. That
saying,
makes
hey,
sense.
you have to comply, here's the rules.
Yeah, and I would also say that that needs to be documented.
It will be.
Okay.
It
So
will.
it's just not verbal, it's, it's evident how, these businesses were contacted, and, we want to help our businesses, obviously, and get them in compliance. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to ask, do we have a history of enforcement, like records anywhere?
Records or actual enforcement?
Well, either, yeah. I guess those not necessarily part
Hard
and
to have
parcel.
records if you're not
Correct,
really
correct.
paying
Okay.
attention,
But do
so-
we have any history? Do we know who those businesses are? Do we have a way of tracking that? Because I think,
Yes.
I just wanted to build off what Tom is saying. I think it's important that we do understand who, if there are indeed ongoing issues, who they are, because I think those are the places where ultimately over time we're going to have to focus efforts and have more
Right.
conversations. So.
And community development, I'm sure, has all those records
Okay.
of historical letters sent and
Okay.
violations written and so on and so forth. And whether or not any of that comes to us remains to be seen at this point.
Okay.
Theoretically, and community development is aware of this, liquor license holders must adhere to village ordinances.
Right, of course.
So if they choose not to and they get a ticket,
Right,
technically, we could bring them up here
right. For
as well
further-
as community development doing their thing.
Okay.
I don't know that we intend to do that. We'll
Right.
deal with that when it comes along, but
Okay.
that is an option. So they're also being made aware of that. I can also tell you that on that same note, this few places that were behind on their food and beverage tax payments, were told that as well, and they're all up to date now.
Very good.
So we cleared up a bunch of,
Good. Well, that's the idea.
right, so, but I wanted to keep this on the agenda since we've been talking about it. And my thought has been, let's get everybody in compliance and then look at whether we want to make changes
Yeah.
to the existing code instead of trying to do both at the same time.
Right.
So, once we get everybody in compliance, then we can sit down and we can talk about whether what we have is sufficient or if we need to recommend changes.
Okay.
Any other comments?
Not on that.
All right. Moving on, number 8, commissioner comments. Commissioner Wagner,
Sure.
let's start with you.
Yeah. The only thing I'd like to offer is I appreciated the efforts behind our town hall. It was good, I think, to have that opportunity to do that. And just from where I sit in this role on this particular commission, this committee, it was really helpful, I think, on my end, to have one-on-one conversations with people from the village. And what I came to realize was those brief conversations, some lasting no more than just a minute or two, were very useful in two ways on both sides, I would say. It was nice to hear what other people have heard and what they're thinking and what
Yes.
they think they may know, and then to be able to maybe correct and or redirect or gain deeper clarification from where we sit as people who have made certain recommendations or who are working in a particular way. So I would just say in all of that, the encouragement continues to be, I would just, for the larger public, is not necessarily to only wait for a once-a-year opportunity to do that, that if you have questions or if you think you're hearing something that doesn't sit quite right, I would rather have those conversations than allow misinformation to exist or misunderstandings to happen. So it was really good, I think, even if just a handful of folks who came and, felt like they maybe knew or heard one thing, but then through just a brief conversation realized that maybe they didn't understand the full picture clearly and whatnot. So to just encourage, it was a great opportunity to come together as a community. I'd love to see us do it again, and to just say in the meantime, between that next potential event, to encourage people, if you have those questions, to reach out directly if you have concerns. This is part of our role, is to bring clarification. So that's it.
Okay, Commissioner King.
I also agree with Commissioner Wagner that the town hall event was a very good event to talk to folks in the public and gather community sentiment about certain topics. And I also agree that if the public does have concern, like we saw tonight, the public, members of the public did come and voice their opinion. I encourage the public to do so. With respect to Mortadeli, I've talked to a number of folks about the issue, and from what I gather from the community is that there's strong support for that establishment to have a full pour plus gaming license. So I'm supportive of it based on what I've solicited from the community. I also encourage the community to come and voice their opinion here as well. So I also think that we should, at minimum, get Ms. DeLulio on the agenda for January 27th, and possibly, if she needs it, a special meeting early January to review her application so that we can make a recommendation to the village board. That's all I have.
Okay. And as for myself, I want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday, both Christmas and New Year's. Please drive safe. Please don't drink and drive. Most important things. On the town hall subject, I think that it went relatively well for the first one, and I hope to build on that. I would want to point out, you made the comment about reaching out and speaking to people. I can't speak for all of the other commissions, but we have an email address that can be emailed with any comments you have, and that gets passed on to all the commissioners. And that address is liquorcontrol@mvillapark.com. You can always find that on the Liquor Commission page on the village website. And we're always willing to hear thoughts of residents and businesses alike. But the most important thing is, please have a safe holiday, have a happy holiday, enjoy your families, everybody. And for those of you that are sick, get well soon, because there's a lot of flu going around. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I would love to make that motion.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye. No discussion.